Hello, 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 hello. This is Rhapsody, your friendly neighborhood growth hacker, also known as the Reverend Dr. Rhapsody. Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your pickle, whatever kicks the little man out of the boat, whatever makes you happy, makes me happy. Okay? Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to do a little ditty, just a little time killer thing, which reminded me of a tangent that I wanted to go on. We'll see. It's nice to say hello, hello, hello. It's nice to say hello, hello, and how do you do? It's nice to shake your hand, shake hands, shake hands. It's nice to shake your hand, shake hands, and how do you do? I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? And for those who remember, that came from The Magic Garden. I don't know, I was just big on kids shows. I grew up on kids shows. And that was one of my favorites. It was just a couple of girls. They'd come on, sing some songs, teach some stuff, tell some stories. It was good stuff. And I think to myself what might be possibly transpiring, or what might possibly transpire if The Magic Garden was on today. Because in retrospect, I look back and I think to myself, I think Paula was gay. Yeah, I think Paula was gay. And it's very possible that Carol was gay. They could have been a couple. And back then, it just wouldn't have mattered. Because they weren't pushing an agenda. It was a kids' show teaching kids things, telling kids stories. If it played today, it would be like, hi, I'm Carol. Hi, I'm Paula. We're gay. You should be gay too. To kids, the name of the game is, I understand that, people grow to different understandings as they grow up. It's the parents' job to do that. To find out, what your kid is, what kind of flow your kid is in, and support that, whatever that might be. The name of the game is have the kid grow to be whatever awesome human being the kid's going to be. No matter what their proclivity might be. We just support them. Like, I have, let me see, no, she's not a granddaughter, she's a niece, well, she came out a few years ago, and then she went trans, and we had, my nephew had a Sweet 16 birthday party for her, and she looked rockin'. He goes by the name of Travis now. Used to be Tashonda, but now it's Travis. And I'm like, cool dude. Rock on. Live your life. All right, so where I initially meant to go, I saw this most interesting episode of Amaletto. If you haven't seen them, they're on YouTube. They put out some awesome films or episodes. Call them what you like. It's like, I feel like between Amaletto and Dust, also on YouTube, Dust has some kick-butt science fiction stuff. And I'm a big sci-fi guy. I was a sci-fi guy, and, I saw the original Star Trek when it was fresh. And, I'm that guy. So, but on Amaletto, it's more, they've got some sci-fi, but they're mostly human interest type stories. And this episode, you can find it on my Facebook page because I posted it yesterday because I was so moved by it. I posted it at like 11 o'clock at night. This guy was in a car accident and he dies. And after he realizes that he's dead, well, he's having a conversation with God after he dies. And, God is explaining to him, he's like, the guy was like, well, what about my family? And he's like, don't worry about them. They'll be okay. the wife's a little upset that you're dead, but she's probably gonna be relieved that because their relationship wasn't doing that well. Anyway, so the thing was, and the guy says, okay, well, what now? Well, now, God says, just hang out and until you get reborn. What is that? Not regurgitated. I know this word. Not revitalized. Not born again. Anyway, that thing where you come back. It'll come to me before this is over. And I'm going to feel so stupid. All right. And the cool thing was, okay, yeah, God said he was going to send him back as a young Vietnamese girl in year 548 AD. At which point, the guy says, wait a minute, you're going to send me back in time? And then God says, well, actually, from my point of view, from where I'm sitting, there is no time. You can just pick a spot and just go there. And I was like, okay, fine, I got that. But the part that really got me, pay attention. This is so awesome. So the guy says to God, so that's going to be me? And the guy asked me, how many times have I been reincarnated? Thank you. Reincarnated. God says, how many times have I been reincarnated? And God says, many, many, many times. And the point that I had pressed on a previous video, well, actually, no, I didn't press it. It was, David Icke pressed it, that we are conscious, we are non-physical beings having a physical experience. And the David Icke video, very good, check that out as well. It's called I Am Not White. The David Icke video posited the point that he's not white. He is a part of collective consciousness having a physical experience in a body that happens to be white. Just like I am a part of collective consciousness that is having a physical experience in a body that happens to be black. The name of the David Icke video was How to End Racism in 3 minutes. And I'm figuring like that would do it. If people can expand their mind to the reality that you, before you came here, you were part of collective consciousness. You were part of the essence of what we call God. You can call it God, you can call it collective consciousness, you can call it the force, you can call it source energy, whatever name you're comfortable with. That's where you came from before you got here. So when you got here, the unfortunate part for so many people, it's like we forgot. It's like we came from a source energy that creates worlds, universes, galaxies. And we forgot. So we think that, getting a promotion at work is a good thing. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's not a super big deal because you come from the place where worlds are created. That's part of you. You are part of it. So the thing about this this Amaletto video, getting back on point, it was talking about this guy who had died that's going to get reincarnated, coming back as a young Vietnamese girl in year 548 AD. God explained to him that the guy that died, that he is everybody, which feeds into that collective consciousness deal. So while he was saying he is everybody, he was going through different comparisons, different things. Like, he said, so the guy says, so I was Hitler? And God says, you were not only Hitler, you were the Jews he oppressed. You were the Jews he killed. That, there should be a big red spot behind me where my head just exploded, but it didn't. But, whoa. And, and the final question, it was so cool. The final question that the guy asked God, he was like, so I'm God? And God says, no, not yet. You have to go through more experiences before you can become God. Basically, you need to be reincarnated over and over again, to go through experiences over and over again, to get to a point where you have amassed the wealth of knowledge, emotional perspective, spiritual perspective, and awareness that would come from being reincarnated over and 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 over again. Then you can be God. I'm here to tell you that you're already a little bit God. Just a little bit. But think about it. With a little bit of God, you can make a tree. With just a little bit of God. As you. So many people on this planet have shown the massive, massive, massive contributions they can make just from being a little bit God. Steve Jobs, Dr. Martin Luther King, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Gandhi, all these guys, they all come from the same stuff that you come from. Get busy. Thank you for spending time with me today. I appreciate it. And once again, the ending song. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you. I do. Continue in enjoying the rest of your blessed, wonderful, excellent day.